This might be the most humiliating and heart-wrenching moment of my life, and I honestly don't know what to do. I, 29F, have been in a complicated marriage for the past 2 years. My husband, 32M, is a good man, but he's emotionally distant. Between his workaholic tendencies and my feeling like a roommate rather than a wife, I started to question if we were truly meant to be together. A few months ago, my coworker David, 30M, and I started talking more often at work. At first, it was completely innocent, just venting about life and work stress. But then the messages got longer, the topics got deeper, and before I knew it, we were texting late into the night. I can't lie. I felt seen, heard, and wanted for the first time in years. I knew it was dangerous, but I didn't stop. Fast forward to last weekend. My husband was visiting his parents in another state. David and I decided to hang out at my house while my husband was gone. I know how wrong this was, but at the time, I convinced myself that I deserved this fleeting happiness. The incident. My 10-year-old nephew Josh lives next door with my sister and her family. Josh loves our dog, and he often comes over unannounced to play with her. I usually don't mind, but this time, his unexpected visit turned my world upside down. David and I were in the living room, sitting way too close on the couch. I was holding his hand, and we were talking about how complicated life had become. The moment felt intimate, even though nothing physical had happened yet. That's when Josh suddenly burst through the front door, yelling, "Auntie, where's Bella? I want to play." Time froze. I yanked my hand away from David's like it was on fire, and we both stared at Josh, who stared back at us with the most confused look I've ever seen. He tilted his head and asked, "Who's that?" I panicked. My heart was racing, and I stammered, "Oh, this is my friend from work." David, bless him, tried to act casual and smiled, saying, "Hi, buddy." But I could see the wheels turning in Josh's little brain. He wasn't buying it. The fallout. Josh didn't stay long. He grabbed the dog and ran off to the backyard, but that 30-second interaction felt like a lifetime. As soon as he left, David and I both knew the moment was over. He said, "Maybe I should go," and I nodded, not trusting myself to speak. After he left, I sat there on the couch, staring at nothing, consumed by guilt and shame. What the hell was I doing? I wasn't just risking my marriage. I was dragging my family into this mess, even indirectly. Later that evening, my sister called me. She casually said, "Josh mentioned you had someone over today. He said there was a man sitting really close to you. Everything okay?" I don't know if she was fishing for information or just making conversation, but I felt like my entire world was about to crumble. I lied through my teeth, saying, "Oh, that was just a coworker dropping off some papers I forgot at work." She didn't press further, but the conversation left me shaking. The aftermath. I haven't spoken to David since that day. I blocked his number and deleted all our messages. I feel like the universe gave me a wake-up call, and I can't ignore it. But now I'm left with the mess I've made of my life. My marriage is still a shell of what it used to be, and I don't know if it can be fixed. My guilt is eating me alive, and every time I see Josh, I feel like he knows more than he's letting on. I haven't told my husband about any of this. Part of me wants to come clean, but I'm terrified of what that would mean for our future. I know I've already betrayed him emotionally, and I don't know if there's any coming back from this. I don't know what to do. Should I confess and risk destroying everything, or should I take this as a lesson and try to rebuild my marriage in silence? The community's response. The comments were a mix of sympathy and tough love. /reality check 123. You need to come clean. Hiding this will only make things worse in the long run. Your husband deserves the truth. /life is messy. It sounds like you're deeply unhappy. Maybe it's time to figure out if this marriage is worth saving before it gets even more complicated. /empathy first. The fact that you stopped things shows you're not too far gone. But you need to address why you let it get this far in the first place. Therapy could help.